Glenn, we've got some breaking news.
Yes, LA County Sheriff's deputies are in pursuit of a reckless driver.
Here it is. Live pictures coming in. Let's go to Mark Kono. He's overhead in Sky 5. Mark?
Yeah, check in. We're at 3,200. I've got you just north of you about a mile.
Mark Kono, can you hear us?
Okay, as you can see, this pursuit is in Anaheim at the moment. Brookhurst Street at West Harley Avenue. And that black and white unit, as we said, with the LA County Sheriff's Department, is in pursuit. Mark, can you hear us?
5 just north of here, about half mile.
Okay, it sounds like Mark can't hear us.
Hey
Let's
guys,
try.
Good
there we go.
afternoon. I don't know if we're up or not,
Yes.
but here we go. Coming to you guys. We are in Anaheim right now on a pursuit, an LA County Sheriff's pursuit of a reckless driver that began about 30 minutes ago. Not too far from here. We are now in central Orange County, southbound on Brookhurst Street. Maintaining a pretty high rate of speed at this point here. We have heard him at speeds in excess of 50 to 60 miles an hour on surface streets, and that never bodes well for, for folks who might be traveling on surface streets here. Now, for a time, he was on the 91 freeway before exiting in the Anaheim area, not too far from Knott's Berry Farm here. He was traveling through Cerritos and now in towards Buena Park and now Anaheim here. He has made a westbound turn and is going to be heading out of the Anaheim area in towards areas like Garden Grove if he proceeds on this track. Now, as you can see, it looks like a white Buick here, a white four-door sedan, and he is being pursued by at least, by my count, 3 to 4 units of the LA County Sheriff's Department here. It looks like they are getting in a little bit closer proximity here, perhaps in an effort to pit this driver if the opportunity presents itself. So I've got the visual on him outside Rich. I've got him here, and it looks like they're kind of pacing him pretty closely here, and it looks like he's going to come up on that driver's side bumper, and should that vehicle slow down, that's going to give him an opportunity to pit him. But he's now coming up on an intersection, guys, where he is going to have to slow down at this point here, and to avoid that one cruiser, he had made a quick right turn. So now he's on a major street making a right turn on Catella, now eastbound on Catella, heading back in towards the Anaheim area here. So you can see that they are pacing him pretty closely here, and likely a situation where if they are given the opportunity to pit this guy, they're going to do it. Now, from what I gather here, initial reports have this as many as 3 suspects inside of the vehicle here, so a driver and possibly at least 2 passengers here. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now, on top of the reckless driving and the multitude of moving violations. We don't know what additional violations that this guy may be looking at once he does stop, or once he does give up, or once they do get this guy to stop. So that is going to be something that we will be looking towards over the course of the next several minutes here. Hopefully they will be able to get this guy to pull over here. It's an aggressive attempt, I will say, with several units behind him at this point here. So although he is traveling at a very high rate of speed, he does not want to stop, he does not want to slow down, and he does not certainly want to get caught. So this is going to be something we're going to be watching for the next few minutes here, guys. Let me send it back down to you.
Yeah, Mark.
Just cross through the intersection here.
Yeah, Mark, question for you. We're reporting that the LA County Sheriff's Department is in pursuit of this vehicle, of course, being in Anaheim and Gordon Grove.
Okay.
It's in Orange County. Is that, in fact, the Sheriff's Department
Into
chasing the vehicle?
Pulled into a parking lot. Okay, he's pulled into a parking lot, guys. As you can see, it looks like he's just using that to transit through here.
Ooh,
I don't think he has any intention to stop, but from what you can tell, from what we can tell up here in Sky 5 HD, he's just using the parking lot to kind of cut the corner there. So that's kind of what he's up to right now. And now he's made another southbound turn. He's going to be back on Euclid Street. Now, he was on Euclid Street just a short while ago. He's traveled on Euclid, he's traveled on Brookhurst, he's traveled on Catella, among some of the other streets, western, if you know Orange County here, not too far from Knott's Berry Farm and heading in towards Anaheim. These are some of the streets that he has been traveling, so perhaps an indication that he may be familiar with the area. We just don't know, so something that we will be watching. But as you can see, he is now making an eastbound turn in towards a parking lot. It looks like a carport. It looks like a shopping center, a strip mall, and it looks like he's going to park that car here. So he's going to park the car. I don't know if we have any. Okay, there's the first law enforcement unit pulling right up here, and it looks like someone's coming out of the driver door. He's going to box him in. There you go. He is going to box him in. Deputies approaching, guns drawn. Show me your hands. That's the kind of thing that they're going to be looking for. That's the kind of thing that they're going to be looking for here, guys.
Boy, Mark, I'm just really surprised by how aggressive these officers are. It seemed like they jumped right out as soon as they boxed him
Pulled
in
up
there.
very close, too,
yeah,
which you usually don't see.
Yeah, they're kind of hovering behind that SUV, but if we've got 3 people in the vehicle, this is extraordinarily dangerous.
Yeah, we're just going to stay northwest.
Okay, I'm not sure that Mark
okay,
can
guys,
hear us.
Yeah, Mark.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't comment on everything that that you're speaking about here. We've got a lot of air traffic, as you might imagine, up here. So you can see more units of the LA County Sheriff's Department are now arriving on scene. This potentially a very dangerous situation in that we are in a public space, a public parking lot here. I don't have any, bystanders that I can see. However, we don't know that anyone's not in any of those vehicles here that are close by. So what we can see is that someone is now out of the driver door of that Buick. And it's hard to see. We're at 3,200 feet, guys. We're at 3,200 feet, so we're zoomed in as best we can. But now that
Yeah, it looks like a second
person is being directed over towards deputies, over towards the left rear of the Buick here. So hopefully over the course of the next couple of minutes here, we will see, in fact, how many suspects come out of that vehicle. Initial reports, again, had it at 3. So 1 driver and 2 passengers. With the driver out, hopefully that means that vehicle is definitely going to stay parked. But hopefully these guys come out peacefully. It certainly looks like that is the attempt to do exactly that here. So in that, they pulled into a parking lot, pulled into a parking stall, and are now peacefully giving up. That definitely bodes well for the Sheriff's Department here. Hopefully this will come to a peaceful ending. We'll just kind of follow this through over the course of the next couple of minutes and see, in fact, how they do this. That 1 driver is now taken into custody here. You can see him being led away by a deputy over towards that waiting cruiser. He will be placed in that cruiser when they are ready for that. But in the meantime, deputies are still facing the suspects, the additional suspects still coming out of the back seat of that white Buick here. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now, guys. They're going to want to see their hands. They're going to want to make sure that there aren't any quick movements, any fast movements, any reaching for anything that might pose a threat to deputies as they are trying to get this guy into custody here. So as you can see, 1 additional suspect is now separated from the car. He's now backing up to deputies with his hands up in the air. He is going to be releasing himself to the custody of the deputies here, and that is what is going on right now. So guns still drawn on the vehicle here, so there still may be more people right now by our count. 2 people have come out of the vehicle here. By initial reports, as we mentioned here, there were 3, so let's see what happens here. It looks like perhaps a passenger coming out, but let's see how this unfolds here, guys. Let me send it back down to you.
All right, Mark is live overhead the end of this pursuit. This is Anaheim, California, Orangewood Avenue, and this driver of that white car you see with the doors open in the middle of your screen going extremely fast on surface streets. At least 2 people have been taken out of the car and into custody after they got kind of boxed in there.
Yeah, and it's our understanding this is actually the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department that took this pursuit all the way into Orange County. Usually they would turn that over to another department, a different jurisdiction. That didn't happen in this case. And as you said, they pulled up very close behind the vehicle. I thought what was surprising is when the driver got out, he very casually walked toward the sheriff's deputies, and it didn't look like he was walking backwards. It looked like he was walking, which is what they usually do. And now we see a 3rd suspect with his hands up. He is backing out. That is usually the way you see these things go down. So I believe 2 suspects in custody, and this would be the 3rd one, and hopefully the last one in the car. It is our understanding there were 3 suspects in the car. We assume this started in Los Angeles County. We don't have any information how this pursuit started, what the origins are, what crime they committed other than driving reckless. So now you see that 3rd suspect now down on his knees, and he is being checked out for weapons, and he will be quickly handcuffed. And Mark, does it look like that's the last suspect, or is the body language of the deputy saying there may be somebody else?
Kind of, we're seeing what you're seeing, there, Glenn. Five's got both of you there over on the northwest or northeast. So, you know, just moments ago, we did see someone's hands out of the right front door, so the passenger front door of that Buick here. But it's possible that Buick is parked a little bit too close to that silver car on its right here. So it's a possibility that that person came out of the right front passenger seat and had to climb over towards the driver's side and exit that way. So what might have been 4 people still remains 3 at this point, and they are actually in the process of clearing the vehicle at this point here. So it looks like that's the case. He just didn't have enough space to maneuver out of that Buick, out of the passenger side, so he had to climb through to the driver's side here, guys. So right now it's looking like 3 people. We have deputies clearing the cabin as well as the trunk of the car. And it looks like, based on what we're seeing there, it's 3 vehicles, 3 people, 3 suspects on this reckless driver pursuit that are now in custody. Guys?
Sheriff's Department ending this with the 3 in custody. It doesn't appear that anybody was injured in this. Boy, this is the best kind of ending that we can hope for, because the driver of that vehicle is really just flying through surface streets.
And this one, fortunately, comes to a peaceful end as we see one of the suspects there handcuffed and being walked away to another vehicle.